Musings from the tiny little studio on this tiny little Greek island. Here, let's, for some reason, apparently, I can no longer do horizontal lives. I don't know why. It's just wasn't available this morning. So I don't know why. But anyways, today in my little studio here, I'm going to be obviously, well, I'm going to do some minor adjustments in the composition, moving, lowering these main center rocks just a little bit farther down, just very minimal alterations just to get the composition exactly where I want it. And of course, I love doing things like that. It is what I love to do. So I've got that going. I will film it and have that available. What else? So I'll be doing that. And today's Friday. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing the next live session on this painting. I think I'm going to start a little bit earlier because I don't have that much time when I start at 7 o'clock my time here. So I think I'm going to start around 6:30 tomorrow. Can't say exactly. 6:30 to 7, we'll say that. And on Sunday, I am coming to do this lesson on color mixing. So if any beginning artists out there or people who have been drawing and want to move into painting, that you can, with very minimal amounts of material, your basic primary palette plus white, you can learn how to mix all the colors that you could possibly need to paint basically anything. And most of my paintings here, like this one up here, is just used with a split primary palette. So I'm just using a warm and cool of yellow, red, blue. And in this one up here, I also have burnt sienna and raw umber. It's my basic limited palette that you can paint anything. You can mix any colors that you want, keeping your palette simple, which means that gives you more, it teaches you more when you're using a limited palette. Hey there. What's the OnlyFans? Don't know. Hey, artist. I can't read the names here because I'm not wearing my glasses. Shandiran. It looks like. Hope I didn't mess up your name. Yeah. So I mean, using a limited palette, you are. Hi, Goofy ma'am. Exactly. That is exactly who I am. Quite goofy. So anyway, so I am using these limited palettes because you can learn so much, not only about how to mix the colors that you need. That's not the only reason, but staying minimal, keeping it just uncomplicated, and moving into creating art with this idea of using a limited palette. So that's what I've got started on this painting. This is the very first lay-in. It's the very first lay-in. And so this is the study that I did. That's what this painting is going to be. So I did this study. It's an oil painting. And now I just wanted to do this because I really liked what happened with it on a large canvas for an upcoming exhibition. So that's what's on my plans today. And also tomorrow, doing a live stream with this painting here. And on Sunday, I'll be doing a live stream here on YouTube, talking about the limited palette, the primary limited palette, and showing you how to mix the basic colors, showing you how to mix everything. You'll find that you can do anything with just 3 colors. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of paints, none of that. So those are my plans today. And in the meantime, I've got some cleaning up to do, that kind of thing. Lots of people here today. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Okay, interesting. I'm glad you're all here enjoying and having a coffee with me. It's still morning here in Greece. I don't know where you all are. Well, we've got somebody from India today. So yesterday, I went scouting out. I was at another part of Greece yesterday and went scouting out for things to paint. Didn't really come up with very much. There was a beautiful seascape, but I was not able to access to go down. It was on a cliffside. I needed to get down the cliffside to actually get something that would be workable as a seascape there. Um, and it turned out to be a lovely day, although very hectic, quite different from life here on this tiny little Greek island, in this quiet, tiny little studio. So, yeah, it's always good, like, to separate yourself from your routine and do something completely different and then come back and be take in the things that you learned, the things that you saw, and move them hopefully into this centered area, this tiny studio that is within us as well. And just chew on it, right? And see how you can bring it out into your creative endeavors, into your paintings, because everything that we're painting on a canvas is coming from in here. So the way you express yourself on the canvas, your brush strokes, the colors you choose, all of it comes from in this center line, this center stage. And yeah, so I have some guests here this morning. I'm going to sign off again early today, and I will be back again on Monday. But if you're interested in watching how we are going to work this next layer of this painting and kind of pull it together and get it closer to, the reference here, the little reference painting, you can join me for that tomorrow, live here. And we'll work on that next stage, and you can just me and see what I do, and maybe that will be helpful for any of you artists out there. And that, and then on Sunday, if you're a beginner and you're an absolute beginner and you want to see just like the materials you need and actually how to mix colors and how you actually go about doing that, we'll be doing that tomorrow, 7 o'clock Greek time. So if you want to come and join me for that, that would be wonderful as well. Hey, everybody, thanks for being here. Yeah, I am born and raised in the US, and am an expat, but I'm also half Greek. So I'm kind of in my home. Now, actually, I've been here for so long, it's more my home than when I go back to the States. I almost feel like a complete foreigner, uh, in many ways, a foreigner. So, yeah, from California. Is that where you are? Oh, born in Minnesota. Need to sign off. Lovely day today. All right. Take care. See y'all on Monday.